How to become an adoption counselor. Adoption counselors work with parents who are considering and completing adoption. They are sometimes referred to as adoption consultants, adoption social workers, or adoption advocates. An adoption counselor can work with people who may be giving up a child, as well as those who are looking to adopt. Adoption counseling requires experience in social work or psychology. You should be able to aid parents through successful or unsuccessful adoption processes, providing emotional counseling, parenting instruction, child transfer, and adoption problem solving. You will need to have exceptional patience, communication skills, and desire to help people through an exciting but difficult time. Learn how to become an adoption counselor. Steps. 1. Earn a bachelor's degree in counseling, psychology, public health, or social work. You will be working directly with clients, so you should be highly trained on how to work through conflict, provide emotional support, and work with government or other agencies. 2. Apply for an internship with a counseling office or agency. Take this opportunity to gain experience working with people who are going through an emotional process. Also, decide whether you have the communication skills and emotional strength to handle the requirements of the job. 3. Decide how you would like to work as an adoption counselor. You may choose who you want to help in the adoption process, which can affect where you work. Apply for work in a family planning clinic. You can counsel young mothers and fathers about choosing to give their child up for adoption. If you have an interest in health care or working with teenagers, this may be the best option for you. Apply for work in a government agency. If you want to work in public health, you can become an adoption counselor for Health and Human Services, or a similar agency. You can help foster children to become adopted and work with older children who are seeking adoption. Apply for work with a private adoption organization. You may want to work with adoptions originating outside of the United States. In this case, you will need to gain expertise on cultural adoption issues and vetting processes of your employer. Apply for work as a group adoption counselor. You can provide counseling that addresses the emotional hardships of the adoption process, such as failure to conceive or long waiting periods. People who have achieved higher degrees in counseling or psychology will be well suited to support groups through private or public employers. 4. Apply for your state license as a counselor, family therapist, or clinical social worker. Contact your state licensing board to inquire whether this is required in your area. If you move to a new state, you may be required to apply for a new license. 5. Apply for an entry-level position in an adoption agency. You can apply to government agencies, family services agencies, and private adoption agencies. You may be required to assist colleagues before you take your own cases. 6. Consider a master's degree in social work, counseling, or psychology. If you want to move into management roles in an adoption office, you will need to have the clinical practice and training you get with a graduate degree. Most people in these programs can specialize, so you can focus on adoption counseling. Things. Bachelor's degree. Counseling internship. Entry-level position. Master's degree, optional. State license.